No, I just want all the people to come in. Okay. Kevin, Ray, Weatherman. Somebody come on this other side. Okay. Okay. All right. Good morning. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today at the Miami-Dade County Emergency Operations Center for our annual, in this case, not just hurricane presser, but now we're dealing with all major weather disasters. So I want to thank our Board of County Commissioners for always being so actively engaged in disaster preparation. And I'm very pleased today that Commissioner Mickey Steinberg has joined us. Where is she? Oh, I'm okay. She did join us, but she has to leave. All right. And I also want to recognize that our state representative, Omar Blanco, has joined us today. And of course, he is no stranger to disaster, also serving as a part of our Miami-Dade Fire Rescue Team. And thank you especially to the National Weather Service and all of our partners at the local, state, and federal levels. Many nonprofits and community organizations are also working around the clock to prepare our community for serious weather events. And of course, all of our county departments represented here today as well. They are all year round preparing for protecting our community, and especially during this critical season to keep everybody safe. So with us today, we have our Chief Operating Officer, Jimmy Morales. We have our Director Pete Gomez from Department of Emergency Management. You'll be hearing from him shortly. Our Fire Chief, Ray Jadala. And we have our weatherman, Mr. Garcia. Very good. So thank you, everyone, for helping to keep us weather ready. So that is today's theme. It used to be the case that we gathered every year to announce the start of hurricane season, which runs from June 1st to November 30th. But the reality is here in Miami-Dade, severe weather comes in all different forms, including storms, floods, and extreme heat. We did declare the start of the heat season not that long ago. And we also know that these weather events are only getting more frequent and more intense, which is why we have now, with our newly refocused Office of Environmental Risk and Resilience, working together with other departments to tackle these challenges. So today's goal is to share information that will get you ready for any weather event. Because although these tips may not be new to many, it is important to remember them and to put them in action to stay prepared. So starting with hurricane season. Summer is almost here, which means that hurricane season is coming too. So now is the time to make a safety plan and prepare your storm kit. It's also a good time to sign up for alerts for updates on developing storms when they happen so that together we can all stay safe. We'll have more information from the National Weather Service on how strong this hurricane season will be. But we do know that just one storm can cause a catastrophic impact. So we want to remind everyone that there are 3 key steps to take to be prepared for this and every hurricane season. Stay informed, be storm ready, and make a plan. First, to stay informed. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is for everyone to stay informed before, during, and after a storm. And I say this especially to our new residents. Whenever we face a storm, accurate information is the key. So there are many ways you can get updates from the county. You can go to our website, miamidade.gov, to sign up for Miami-Dade alerts. You can type alerts in the search window and follow the directions from there. You can download our app. We have a wonderful free hurricane preparedness app called Ready Miami-Dade, and everyone should get it as we head into hurricane season. You can download it from the Apple Store or Google Play, follow our county's X and Facebook accounts, or call 311. Second, storm ready. Everyone should be storm ready. You should be receiving your 2025 Severe Weather and Emergency Readiness Guide soon. It's delivered to every household in the county annually, and it has information in English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole. It's also available online at miamidade.gov/hurricane and at our county libraries. It includes helpful tips so you can stay ready. And Pete will share more information about that soon. our Director of Department of Emergency Management. So third is make a plan. We want to make sure everyone knows exactly what to do and where to go in case of an evacuation. There are three main questions to ask yourself. Do I live in a flood or surge zone? What can I do if I need to evacuate? And what do I need to know about evacuation centers? Our Department of Emergency Management has every detail of this process down pat. Director Gomez will share more details on everything that you need to know. Now, rainy season and flooding. Today, May 15th, also marks the beginning of the rainy season. As extreme weather events continue to threaten our community, being ready for the rainy season now means that we must be prepared for flooding. We're used to heavy rains throughout the year, but during rainy season and late into the fall, we start to experience heavier rains and also king tides. That's why it is very important to remember a few key points when heavy rains come. Stay off the roads if possible. It is never safe to drive or walk into flooded areas. Turn around, don't drown. If you're driving and hit a flooded road, turn around, don't risk it. Help minimize impacts to our wastewater system by keeping manhole covers closed and decreasing water use in the morning and evening, the heaviest usage times during heavy rain. Please don't flood our water system. Prepare your business and home for flooding, no matter where you live, but particularly if you're in a low-lying area near water or you're downstream from a canal or dam pump. You can check your flood zone on our county website to be able to assess the risk of flooding in your area. Our county government is also preparing. We're installing temporary dams in vulnerable areas. We're draining the wastewater system where possible ahead of storms. We're beefing up our staffing and preparing vacuum trucks to deploy in flooded areas. So we're also removing debris. We're inspecting all our storm water pumps and drains, and we're responding to any floods. In close coordination with our South Florida Water Management District, we are ensuring ahead of storms that canal water levels are low, and we continue to monitor them throughout the storm and after any rain event. And our Department of Emergency Management is conducting around-the-clock monitoring 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to evaluate weather threats and coordinate resources. Now for heat season. May through October also marks our annual heat season. On average, we now experience 51 more days per year with temperatures over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, more than what we did 50 years ago. Experts predict that those numbers will only keep going up. And so here are some of the things that we can all do to stay cool and safe. If you're not feeling well in the heat, do a 3-step health check. Heat check. You're going to drink water, you're going to find shade, and you're going to rest. You can pop by any county cooling site, which includes our libraries, parks, and community centers. You can get all of that information as well on our websites. And for our 4-legged family members, make sure that your pets also have access to water and they're groomed to be comfortable in the heat. Our Animal Services Department has more tips for your pet safety, so you can follow them on social media as well. So all of these heat safety tips are in our Severe Weather and Emergency Readiness Guide. We're going to continue to work closely with all of our cities, our municipalities, to ensure that everyone is weather ready. Let's be smart, let's be weather ready, and stay safe this summer. And so now I'll share a few words in Spanish, and later we'll have Creole interpretation. Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros en el Centro de Operaciones de Emergencia del Condado de Miami-Dade. Gracias a todos que están aquí hoy por ayudarnos a estar listos para el clima. Antes nos reuníamos cada año para anunciar el inicio de la temporada de huracanes, que va del 1 de junio al 30 de noviembre, pero la realidad es que en Miami-Dade el clima severo puede presentarse de muchas formas: tormentas, inundaciones y calor extremo. Y sabemos que estos eventos climáticos son cada vez más frecuentes e intensos. Por eso hemos reorganizado nuestra oficina de riesgo ambiental y resiliencia para enfrentar estos desafíos. El objeto de hoy es compartir información para que estén listos para todo. Huracanes. El verano ya casi llega y con él también la temporada de huracanes. Así que ahora es el momento de crear un plan de seguridad y preparar su kit de emergencia. También es un buen momento para inscribirse a las alertas del condado para alertas sobre tormentas. Pronto escucharán del Servicio Nacional de Meteorología sobre qué tan fuerte se espera esta temporada. Pero sabemos que con un solo huracán puede ser una catástrofe. Queremos recordarles 3 pasos clave para estar preparadas esta temporada y siempre. Primero, manténganse informados. Visite miamidade.gov, llame al 311, baje la aplicación o síganos en las redes sociales. 2, estén listos para la tormenta. Y 3, hagan un plan. Nuestro departamento de manejo de emergencias tiene todos los detalles sobre este proceso. El director Gómez compartirá más información al respecto. Hoy también, el 15 de mayo, marca el inicio de la temporada de lluvias. Por eso es importante recordar algunos puntos clave cuando caen lluvias intensas. Evitan las carreteras si es posible. Nunca es seguro conducir o caminar en zonas inundadas. Da la vuelta, no te ahogues. Si va manejando y encuentra una vía inundada, dé la vuelta. No se arriesgue. Mantengan cerradas las tapas de alcantarillas y usen menos agua en las mañanas y noches. Preparen sus hogares y sus negocios para posibles inundaciones, especialmente si vive en una zona baja. Pueden consultar su zona de inundación en el sitio web del condado para evaluar el riesgo en su área. Y el gobierno del condado también se está preparando con medidas como instalar diques temporales en zonas vulnerables, drenar el sistema de aguas residuales cuando sea posible, aumentar el personal y tener listos los camiones de vacío, limpiar escombros, inspeccionar bombas y responder a las inundaciones. En coordinación con el Distrito de Manejo de Agua del Sur de la Florida, monitoreamos los niveles de los canales antes, durante y después de la lluvia. Y nuestro Departamento de Manejo de Emergencias monitorea las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana, todo el año para evaluar las amenazas y coordinar recursos. Temporada de calor. De mayo a octubre también marca nuestra temporada anual de calor. Aquí hay algunas cosas que todos podemos hacer para mantenernos frescos y seguros. Si no siente bien por el calor, recuerde, beba agua, busque sombra y descanse. Puede visitar cualquier centro de enfriamiento del condado como bibliotecas, parques o centros comunitarios. Y para sus mascotas, asegúrense de que siempre tengan acceso a agua y estén bien acicaladas para tolerar el calor. Nuestro Departamento de Servicios para Animales tiene más consejos. Síganlos en las redes sociales. También pueden encontrar consejos sobre seguridad ante el calor en la guía de preparación para clima severo y emergencias que llega pronto en cada vivienda. Seguimos trabajando muy de cerca con nuestras ciudades para asegurar que todos estemos listos para el clima. Seamos inteligentes, estemos preparados y mantengámonos manos seguros este verano. Gracias. Okay. And now we'll hear from Pete Gomez, our Director of Department of Emergency Management. No.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and thank you, everybody, for being here today on what we consider a very important day to get the message out to the community about the need to prepare for these weather events that we have on a regular basis. I want to start off by telling the residents that one of the key things that they can do in preparation for these events is know your zone, know where you live. Understand if you live in an evacuation zone, if you're going to be affected by the storm surge, it's important to understand that and know when you gotta leave. And by the way, when we say evacuation, it doesn't mean you have to leave the state of Florida. It just means that you got to get out of those zones that pose risk to you from the rising tides and the rising water that is going to be affected in your home. So know where you're going, make that plan, understand where you're going to go even before the season starts. Now's the time to start getting ready, right? Make sure your trees are trimmed so that the winds that are coming are not going to have effect on those trees and topple the trees over, which could fall on your property and cause severe damage. Understand all those things right now. If you got a lot of potted plants on the outside, understand where you're going to take all those potted plants. The mayor mentioned have a kit ready. That kit should be, if you have medical conditions, have enough medicines to carry you out for 3 to 5 days, right? Make sure you store all your important papers in a waterproof bag and make sure that you're ready to go. Have a kit with clothes and sleeping attire ready to go in case you got to evacuate. Understand where you're going to go. Talk to your families if you need to get out of a storm surge, where those family members are going to be holding you. So those are all important things. Stay informed, like the mayor said. You can we'll be putting out messaging through Ready MDC, our website. We'll also be monitoring X and Instagram, so you can follow the counties and the Department of Emergency Management messaging through all the social medias. Understand that if power goes out, you got to be very careful that you're not stepping in any water, flooding, or any puddles, because if that power comes back on, those are going to be charged with electricity and could pose severe danger to you. The other thing is, if you lose power for a long period of time, all that food that's going to be in those refrigerators might be bad, so you might want to get rid of it. Think about that as the power comes back. Have a communications plan. Like I said, get a hold of your family member somewhere, maybe in another state, another part of the state, another part of the county, where you can report to them after the hurricane is done that you're safe. Another key area that I think we need to get to the community is, if you have a medical condition and you need to be evacuated by the county, register to our EAP program. And that way, if an event is coming, we will come out. We will call you and make sure that you're safe. And if you don't have transportation, we're going to come out and take you out to one of the evacuation shelters. If you're a medically dependent person, let us know and we'll take you to the right shelters. The mayor mentioned it. Make sure that your pets are taken care of and you have enough food, you have enough water for your pets also when you're going to leave. And if you're going to go into an evacuation shelter, understand that we do have evacuation shelters that are pet friendly and you can bring your pets in there. So I'll leave you with those and I'll turn it over back to the mayor at this time.
Did you want to say any of that in Spanish?
In
Español? Later. Okay. All right. We'll welcome our Creole interpreter. Thank you.
Thank you, Madame Mayor. Bonjour tout le monde. Jeudi à nous réunir encore une fois pendant que l'été a approché sur nous et que chaque fois qu'on dit été en Floride, ça veut dire que il y a un pile événement météorologique qui a privé. Et événement météorologique yo mandé pour faire 3 bagailles. Pour gagner information, pour gagner préparation et dernier bagaille là, faut gagner un plan. Pour gagner information, yon nan bagay qu'on capable faire c'est gagner application Ready Miami de là qui télécharger sur appareil téléphone. Le ça capable gagner information toute alerte que Miami-Dade a envoyé ba ou dans temps cyclone particulièrement. L'autre bagay qu'on capable faire Dans préparation, on va joindre un guide préparation pour cyclone qui vient la caillou qui en papier, la vient dans boîte postale, laisse apprendre, l'utiliser, les informations là-dedans. Il y a l'autre bagaille qu'on capable faire tout pour gagner guide là, on va joindre en ligne qui est disponible et on capable prendre information qui est nécessaire. Si il y a un cyclone par exemple et que gagne la pluie qui tombe, il y a une inondation, tant pis, pas prendre la rue, pas risquer tout, si il y a de l'eau, si cap monter, pas prendre risque casser tête tourner, pas le noyer dans de l'eau. L'autre bagaille ou pas doit faire tout, lorsque il y a un cyclone, pas découvrir tout égout. Lorsque fait ça, il y a deux malheurs qui arrivent. On inonder le système égout et on mettre tout en danger pour la vie monde. Donc, faites attention avec ça. L'autre bagaille qui gagne tout, notre cyclone dans Miami-Dade, toujours connaît qui zone d'évacuation ou bien est-ce que ou même on zone inondation. Si on zone inondation, faites attention, suivez plus près information que vous pour capable connaître qui ça pour faire dans le moment opportun. Période ça tout, c'est période côté qui gagne pile chaleur. Dans Miami-Dade, à partir de 15 mai, période chaleur a commencé à monter. L'heure fait chaud, fait en sorte que rejoigne nos côtés qui gagne l'ombrage pour entrer. L'heure fait chaud tout, sous senti que chaleur a monté, chercher de l'eau pour boire. Ou bien entrer dans un centre qui frais, côté un centre qui gagne climatiseur, côté gouvernement gagne building pali, entrer là-dedans, quand on a bibliothèque par exemple. Ou bien on doit aller dans le parc, ou bien on doit aller dans le centre communautaire pour pouvoir protéger tout. Donc, prends soin de tête nous pendant l'été, merci en pile.
I think we're ready for questions from the media. And I just want to show you the beautiful guide.
Could you address whether or not there's going to be any shortcomings due to federal budget cuts?
So I'm not sure in which area. There's a variety of things. Certainly, we have a very strong state Department of Emergency Management that supports us in every regard. We've not been notified of any thing particularly that will affect us at this time.
Can you say that in Spanish, please?
Yeah. Sí. Aquí en la Florida tenemos no solamente este grupo muy preparado en el condado, pero también el Departamento del Estado de Emergencia. Tiene de todo y nos ayudan en cualquier cosa y no tenemos ninguna noticias en este momento de que vamos a faltar nada. Anybody else?
Any other questions? We have in the back the guide, the weather ready guide, and we also have a QR code for the meeting. Tenemos las guías de preparación a clase en todos los idiomas y también un código QR donde pueden acceder más información, fotos, videos y las gráficas.
Right, and if anyone wants any questions on the side, we're available, and also our weather guy. All right, our fire guy, our weather guy. All right, thank you so much, everyone.
Hello.